Just when you thought the world couldn't get any more wonderfully bizarre, two of the most talked about, polarizing, and undeniably fascinating figures on the planet decided to link up. Imagine this. On one side of the screen, you have Conor McGregor, the swaggering, trash-talking, lightning-fisted fighting Irishman who turned the UFC into a global spectacle. On the other, you have Elon Musk, the tech visionary, the space pioneer, the man literally trying to put humanity on Mars. It sounds like the beginning of a blockbuster movie, doesn't it? A crossover event that would make Marvel blush. But this isn't fiction. This is real life in 2025. In a move that sent shockwaves through the worlds of sports, politics, and technology, McGregor revealed a FaceTime call with Musk, captioning it with a phrase that perfectly encapsulates the sheer audacity of it all. This is Superman level, folks. And honestly, he's not wrong. We're witnessing something truly unique. This isn't just a celebrity chat. It feels like an alliance is forming. A fusion of raw, physical dominance and world-altering intellect. What happens when the king of the cage joins forces with the king of Silicon Valley? Buckle up, because it looks like we're all about to find out. The return of the king. A raw waiting to be unleashed. Let's be real for a moment. The world of combat sports just hasn't been the same without Conor McGregor. The void he left is palpable. You can feel it during big fight nights. That missing spark, that electric hum of anticipation that only he could generate. For months, fight fans have been clinging to whispers and rumors, scrolling through his social media for any sign, any hint that the notorious one was planning his glorious return to the octagon. And then it started happening. The training footage began to drop, each clip more intense than the last. We saw the kicks that snap with the sound of a whip. The powerful left hand that has sent so many champions to the canvas. The sweat, the grit, the fire in his eyes that we all recognize. This wasn't a man going through the motions. This was a predator getting ready to hunt again. The biggest sign, the one that made everyone sit up and say, "Okay, this is real," was his official re-entry into the drug testing pool. For the casual observer, that sounds like a boring administrative step. But for those who know the game, it was a declaration of intent. It was McGregor putting pen to paper and telling the world, "I'm coming back for what's mine." The timing is what makes this story even more incredible. Whispers have been growing louder about a truly unprecedented UFC event, potentially held on the grounds of the White House itself. Can you even begin to picture the spectacle? The most iconic fighter in history making his long-awaited comeback at one of the most powerful locations on Earth. It's the kind of larger-than-life scenario that feels tailor-made for a personality like Conor McGregor. He has always been more than just a fighter. He's an entertainer, a showman, and this would be his grandest stage yet. From the octagon to the Endorses and New York Times. As if a blockbuster UFC return wasn't enough to keep the world on the edge of its seat, McGregor has been dropping bombshells about another, even more audacious ambition: a run for the presidency of Ireland. At first, many brushed it off as classic McGregor showmanship, another clever way to stay in the headlines. But as time has gone on, the idea has taken on a life of its own. He's not just joking about it. He's speaking with a conviction that feels deeply personal. He talks about wanting to fight for the people of Ireland, not in a cage, but in the political arena. He declared he would be the fittest president in history, and while it's a classic McGregor line, there's something more to it. He's not talking about just physical fitness. He's talking about a different kind of strength, a strength of will, a refusal to back down, a connection to the common person that many career politicians lack. He's a man who came from humble beginnings in Crumlin and through sheer force of will, conquered the world. It's a story that resonates deeply with people. The idea of President McGregor is a fascinating one. Could you imagine him debating policy with the same fiery passion he uses to face off with an opponent? shaking hands with world leaders with that same unshakable confidence. It's a prospect that is equal parts bewildering and thrilling, and it has captured the imagination of millions. He's tapping into a feeling that people are tired of the old ways and are hungry for a leader who is authentic, unfiltered, and unafraid. The Superman FaceTime call that changes everything. This is where the story takes its most dramatic turn. In the midst of his training and his political campaigning, McGregor's phone rings, and on the other end is Elon Musk.